This week in Women in Sports, the Gopher dance team brought home another national title. A closer look at the competition. And I was also in Miami for the debut of the new women's basketball league, Unrivaled. A breakdown of the new league and how it did its opening weekend. A standout Gopher soccer player punches her ticket to the pros. We sit down with Kyah Harper to learn more about this exciting next chapter for her. Thanks for joining. I'm Marielle Mohs. And here at WCCO, we are celebrating the highlights of female athletes in this new digital segment called Women in Sports. We'll share new stories with you every week right here as we do our part to give these athletes the recognition they deserve. Wow, that never gets old watching that dance. This is a championship winning performance. A huge congratulations to the Gopher dance team for bringing home another national title over the weekend, making it a total of 23 championships for their program. I was lucky to be there in Central Florida to experience that amazing performance in person. We've been committed to following this team's dynasty for a couple years now, so it's no surprise to us that they took home another championship. But what was even more impressive was how many other Minnesota collegiate teams proved that they're champions too. This is the precision and strength that earned the Gophers their third POM national championship in a row. Their POM routine was about the legacy of this program and all that it takes to uphold it.
I've never seen a POM like that. It was insane. And, the uniforms fit so well. Oh my God, it was so good. It was just so inspiring to watch them, and just oh my God.
The title they took home Sunday added to their new total of 23 championships for the U of M dance team since 2003.
This feeling is beyond insane. We are so grateful that we were a part of 4 of these national championships, and I couldn't have done it without these 5 next to me right here.
They also stunned the crowd with their jazz routine. Their ability to do group turns with complete synchronization every time is what makes this team stand out. Their emotional dance took second to Ohio State by only a 1/6 of a point.
To see them put that effort in front of this many people on this stage is absolutely amazing.
They left it all on that floor. They made Minnesota so proud.
The state of dance continues to dominate among 7 other schools that competed at UDA Nationals. Minnesota State University Mankato took home 2 championships in both jazz and POM. The University of Minnesota Duluth, the runners up to them in both jazz and POM as well.
We didn't talk about the win at all this season. All we wanted was to be the best version of ourselves, and you could tell how close this team is together. And so I think the love that we have for each other in this program is really what took us over the edge.
The University of St. Thomas took home second in jazz in their division, and St. Cloud State University took home first in game day dance. And for the first time in program history, Gopher co-ed cheer took home their first national title.
The result that we got while being here this weekend isn't just a result of just one season. I feel like we've been working for this since I got here, since I was a freshman.
We trained them like champions and they responded.
For one U of M dance team rookie, she could not hold back tears over the weekend while thinking about the journey it took for her dad to be there to cheer her on.
He's been so strong all year.
Gopher rookie Emma Lay is thinking of much more than competing this weekend. She's reflecting on what it took to get to this moment. 1 year ago today, Emma watched her future team perform at Nationals in a Minneapolis hospital room with her family. Her dad was there fighting an acute form of leukemia. But today, her vantage point is much brighter.
I'm so grateful for him being in the stands. There's nothing, there's never been a time where I would doubt my dad being in the audience, and the fact that he's still here today with me, succeeding my baby's dream, it means a lot.
Dot Lay, Emma's dad, is in remission and in high spirits at UDA Nationals in Orlando, Florida.
I'm just happy to support her and to see her dream come true and to be here for it. It's amazing. Unbelievable.
The support in this arena for the Gophers is unmatched. And with her dad now healthy, Emma can shake off her stress and just soak this all in.
It felt so surreal. The floor is like no other. Like the audience, the cheering and everything. There's nothing that's comparable to this whatsoever.
Huge congrats to all the dancers and coaches that competed this weekend, and there was a total of 8 Minnesota dance teams represented in the competition, so a lot to be proud of. I also stopped by South Florida, Miami specifically, for last week's debut of the women's 3-on-3 basketball league called Unrivaled. It's not only founded by a Lynx player, but some well-known Lynx teammates of hers were also part of this league. I caught up with them to learn what Unrivaled is all about. Unrivaled is a new 3-on-3 condensed full-court basketball league for WNBA players to work on their craft in the off-season, while also staying in the U.S., close to home for many players. Founded by Lynx forward Napheesa Collier and New York Liberty forward Brianna Stewart.
I think overseas is still a great option. We just think it shouldn't be your only option.
36 pro players are divided among 6 teams: the Mist, the Lunar Owls, the Laces, the Vinyl, the Rose, and the Phantom. Each team has well-known veterans as well as players just off their rookie season.
We want younger teammates with more seasoned players and middle-of-the-pack players. Because a huge part of this is trying to get better. Like, we're trying to grow our game.
Lynx fans can cheer on 3 of their own over the next 3 months. In addition to Fee, point guards Courtney Williams and Kayla McBride are also in this league.
We're kind of going in, figuring out on the fly. So to have somebody that you already trust, like on the court and off the court, is dope. So I'm excited, and it'll be a good time.
Williams says this league has given her the gift of time with family in the off season.
I was able to go to my mama's house for 2 weeks and just sit around and chill with her. My mom's like, you haven't been home this long, and she don't know how, for real.
With backing from big names in sports like Olympic gold medalist Michael Phelps, U.S. Open champion Coco Gauff, and South Carolina women's basketball coach Dawn Staley, Unrivaled officials told SB Nation that the league surpassed $35 million in funding with an $8 million salary pool. That puts the league's average salary around $222,000 per player, about $100,000 more than the average WNBA salary.
You know, high tide floats all boats, so we want to do Unrivaled so the W gets better. And then when the W players are playing amazing, it lifts Unrivaled, and it lifts the other leagues, and it lifts everyone.
Unrivaled opening night all started with Fan Fest. I ran into some of the fans there who made long trips as well to witness it all in person.
It's much warmer, so we love it already.
Anna and Cameron escaped the Minnesota cold to cheer on Lynx star Napheesa Collier play in the first ever Unrivaled game, a league that she co-founded.
Well, Napheesa is a founder, and we're big Napheesa fans, and we love the Lynx, so we wanted to come out and support her and the Lynx in women's basketball.
Looks like you already chose your affiliation. How'd you choose the Lunar Owls?
Because of Napheesa Collier.
Brenda Jackson and her husband are rooting for Fee's Unrivaled team, the Lunar Owls. What makes this league unique is you're no longer cheering for a city or state, but rather a player.
Love the way she plays, love her as a person.
Fee picks up fans from all over, not just Minnesota.
When we heard that Unrivaled was going to be in Miami, we were like, we have to go. We're coming to like 6 different games. Yeah. We're super stoked for this, and it's just awesome what they're doing.
Unrivaled Fan Fest didn't slow down from the Miami rain Friday night. People wanted to be here for this historic moment.
We've traveled for 3.5 hours here to get here because women's basketball, it's what it is.
Anne-Marie Klotz traveled from New York.
This is not small scale. This is becoming big scale. And don't sleep on these women. Like, they're trying to build something really great. And so I think about this all the time, about this is just step one, and we're all excited to be here for this moment in time. TNT Sports posted on X its TV viewership numbers for opening weekend. The first game between Stewart's Mist Basketball Club and Collier's Lunar Owls Basketball Club averaged 313,000 viewers. TNT also says it had 2 of the most watched women's basketball games on its platforms ever. Well, UConn is on fire. The women's basketball team took down Villanova earlier this week and Seton Hall before that. But what caught our eye was Hopkins grad Paige Bueckers. She scored her 2,000th career point during that game against Seton Hall. She joins the ranks of Maya Moore, Brianna Stewart, and Napheesa Collier in that club, and is the fastest in UConn history to do it. Bueckers was named the Big East Player of the Week.
The Gopher women's basketball team fell to Michigan 70-65. Minnesota went into the game ranked 23, while Michigan was ranked 24. Amaya Battle led the Gophers with 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 steals. Next, they'll be facing Wisconsin on Sunday at Williams Arena. Meanwhile, the gymnastics team is getting ready to face Iowa this weekend. They previously beat Penn State in the Big Ten opener at Maturi Pavilion. The Gophers have now won 8 straight meets against the Nittany Lions. We mentioned this last week, but a Gopher standout women's soccer player punched her ticket to the pros. And since then, I've been able to catch up with her on this exciting new chapter in the NWSL.
I'm just pinching myself, trying to wake up and be like, is this real?
Gopher senior Kyah Harper signed with New Jersey, New York Gotham FC this month. She's the 3rd Gopher women's soccer star to go pro. It's something she didn't think was possible through a college career that faced several setbacks and injuries until her senior year.
Post Harper first to it.
She made a big comeback as the team's lead scorer with 17 goals and 6 assists. The Mac Hermann Trophy semifinalist and Big Ten Forward of the Year helped the Gophers get to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament for the first time in over a decade. These accolades got her noticed by the NWSL.
Without my team this year and this special year that I had, that this wouldn't be a possibility, so I'm just super grateful for it.
New this year, there's no college draft for the league, so Harper had a lot of say in which teams she was interested in.
It shows how much they want to empower the players and create longevity in the league.
So the Lino Lakes native is leaving her home state for the first time to play for Gotham FC, a team she admired for having 5 players and 1 alternate on the Paris Olympics Team USA roster.
The talented roster that they have is insane. They have so many national team players.
The upcoming NWSL season kicks off on March 14th.
I'm just super excited to just get out there and get to work.
Congrats, Kyah, and we can't wait to cheer you on. Thanks for watching this week's Women in Sports. We'll be back with more great stories next week. I'm Marielle Mohs.